Hi, my name is Brent Parks. I'm the agronomist for WinField United here in eastern Nebraska, and today's agronomy update is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Board. So we're here today in David City, Nebraska, and for much of us across eastern Nebraska, we're starting to see the crop change pretty rapidly right in front of our eyes. So I would guess for a lot of us, the agronomic decisions of 2025 are behind us. So for me, and I think for a lot of us, we're starting to turn the page to 26 before we call on the combines. Starting to see a few of them go here in eastern Nebraska. And it won't be long until we've kind of got everything tied up for the year. So today I want to talk about some of the decisions that we're going to make in 2026. I think it's a really good time to reflect and evaluate how things went in 2025. So as we start to evaluate what we're going to do in 2026, obviously one of the biggest decisions that we're going to make that's going to affect everything else that we do is the seed decision. That's going to be coming up. If you haven't already made the seed decision, it's going to come up within the next 30, 60, 90 days for sure. And a lot comes along with that. So when we're choosing seed, we're choosing traits, and we're choosing the genetics as well. So if you're looking at your crop protection program and maybe thinking, hey, I want to switch things up, and maybe you didn't have the weed control that you were looking for in 2025, paying close attention to what's going on with the dicamba label, over the top in crop usage, something that we're paying close attention to. We don't have that approval yet, but we feel pretty confident that we're going to get that here in 2025. Hopefully give growers more options going into 26 and what they can have to do in crop as far as flexibility. So pay attention to that. If that's something that you need to utilize on your farm, encourage you to make sure that's part of the conversation. If you're looking at some other things, right now I'm looking around things that we've struggled with a little bit in our area is sudden death syndrome, saw some white mold, struggle with IDC here and there. A lot of those things are stuff that we're looking at specific soybean varieties. They each have weaknesses and strengths in those areas. So if that's something that you struggle with, picking a soybean that is defensive against those is really, really good. Also, if we're struggling with SDS and maybe one of the things that you're looking to do in 26 is maybe I want to try and plant early. I just want to try and capture a few extra bushels. Doing that, we got to start looking at some of those seed treatments as well. It's really been important, and something we've seen a lot of advantage in this year is using the right seed treatments if we are going to plant early, or if sudden death or some of those things are some things we've struggled with. I think one of the last things that obviously we got to talk about is fertility on soybeans. If you look at even a 60 bushel soybean crop, you're talking over 60 pounds of phosphorus just in removal, 130 pounds plus in potassium removal. So I know that fertilizer's expensive, margins are tight, but those are some things that if we are going to produce a good crop, we got to make sure that we're doing those things and plan to raise a good crop and not just hope to raise a good crop. Thanks for watching today's agronomy update with the Nebraska Soybean Board.